Cool, we got next.
Right, question from, is that a Kagasu?
Kagasu, yeah.
Yeah, what made you choose the type of instruments you play now? By type of instruments, I mean brand, name and model.
Specific, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, mine's easy. For the bass that I play, I was actually using an Araya bass that I borrowed off of a friend for quite some time, and then a good friend of Rich's, a guy called Martin Trainer, brought in his Warwick to one of the rehearsals, and within 2 minutes of playing it, I knew that was the bass for me. So within a couple of months I managed to track down exactly what I was looking for, and bought that. So that's my story.
I'm currently playing ESP guitars at the moment, along with angle amplification. I'm really happy with the setup. The ESP guitars are actually Horizons, which are neck-free guitars, so there's great sustain, really nice sound, really nice to play as well. So yeah, I've got a few models of them. And as far as Angle goes, it's an Angle Powerball. Been playing that for many years now. And Gav's just joined the Angle Legion,
yeah.
So very proud of him. In terms of effects as well, I'm using the TC Electronics G system, which controls my amp channels and the effects as well. A Dunlop 535Q wah, and a few random pedals, things like that. But yeah, that's as far as my rig. That's it.
I use Ibanez guitars, and I don't know. I used to use Fender like Stratocasters when I first started, but as soon as I picked up an Ibanez, it was like that was it really. That was the guitar for me. So, but I use Ibanez Prestige guitars, so I think they look cool and they sound cool as well. So that's for me. And I recently got Engel amps because I really like Andy's tone. So. And I used to use Marshall before that, but as soon as I heard Andy's tone, I was like, oh, I must prefer that. So it's like, so I'm a part of the Engel family now. So. And that's it really, and a couple of Boss effects as well, because they're simple and effective pedals. Great for me.
Cool. Wow, there's so much stuff for the drums. Right, I used to use Yamaha for a long time. They're one of my favourite kind of brands for the drums, because they're very durable, they last forever. Never had anything go wrong with them. They sound great in any situation, as long as you've got good skins on them. But just recently moved over to Mapex. Kit just looks lovely really. Well, the sound, the wood, everything's great about it. So yeah, Mapex drums with pasty cymbals. I've used them on and off over the years, and they just seem to last a lot longer than the rest of them. I've tried just about every brand. The other ones that kind of just suit me, my style, whether I hit them hard or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, they just seem to last forever. As for the sticks, I just use an unbranded name for the sticks. They seem to beat the crap out of any of the brands that I've used in the past. They're very, very cheap to buy and they last for ages. Yeah, so that's as far as the drums go.
Yeah, I think there's a lesson in there for any fucking drums really.
Yeah.
Don't just assume because someone's a famous brand that it's going to be the best.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Try out all the stuff, particularly what you're saying about the sticks.
Yeah, £3 a pair.
Yeah.
And they beat the shit out of, like Promark, Vic Firth Snap so easily. Don't waste 12 quid on a pair of them. And you can get awesome merchandise to even put your name on and your band's name for £3 a pair. So yeah, check that out please.
I think it's a lesson for musicians in general that money won't buy you everything. You've got to just check it out. Obviously, don't buy the cheapest equipment you can afford, but a lot of people can't afford the high-end stuff. So there's a lot of mid-price stuff which is just as good. Sometimes if not better than high-end stuff. And a lot of the time, you're paying for a brand name.
For a name, yeah, exactly.
Pretty pointless.
I think as far as keyboards go, I've used Chord for the best part of 15 years, I suppose. The next one, through the Trinity, through the Triton Pro. Currently using the Triton String. Chord just brought out an absolute monster of a new chord station called the Kronos, which will be the next thing I'll be eyeing up and hammering the credit card with at some point this year. Can't wait for that. In combination with that, I use a company called Nord, a Swedish company, and Nord Lead 3 is the little red one you often see sitting on top of my live rig. Outside of the live arena, obviously these days, everything's MIDI and that kind of stuff. I use Sonar for home recording, that kind of thing. Great bit of kit, a lot cheaper, a lot easier to use than Pro Tools, and I thoroughly recommend it for anybody who's getting into that kind of home recording side of things, be it for the kind of stuff we do or whatever the type of music is. It really is play, get on with it, and you record it before you know it, as opposed to something like Cubase where you've got to constantly be referring to manuals, and you don't want to be doing that. Obviously you need to do that occasionally, but you want to have a flow with what you're doing, you want to feel like you're progressing with it, so I probably recommend Sonar.
Yeah, that's what we use here as well, actually. Sonar, great product, yeah. Very, very good.
So hopefully that takes care of that question.
I actually have 2 questions,
Oh, you've got 2.
but it's kind of the same thing. We've answered all that in one, I reckon.
Yeah, favourite equipment. I don't know, I suppose. Probably what I'm using now, to be fair.
Especially we wouldn't be playing it if it wasn't.
No, absolutely. A question here from Nick Stavarius. One for everybody. Nicky, how you doing?
Hey.
See you on tour. If you had to pick a track from Blood Alliance to make a music video with, which one would it be and why?
That's a tough one, actually. There's quite a few songs that lead themselves to, to music video.
Well, I think it depends on the angle you're going for, doesn't it? Are you going for something that you think might be useful in tandem with
Radio
MTV, Scurs, that kind of stuff?
Or just heaviness.
Yeah, are you going for catchy, or are you going, as Gav says, for the heavy end of things? To my mind, from Blood Alliance, I could see Better Days and Only My Dreams both making cracking videos, maybe in a more retro style, in the kind of, the 80s kind of Poison, Whitesnake type videos, that we all really enjoy. But also I could see a song like Rising the New making a great video as well. And I did actually have some discussions a couple of months ago with a production company about doing a video for Rising Anew, because I thought the lyrical content, and I've seen the writing on the wall kind of thing, you could actually see that in the video, blah blah blah, and have a kind of storyboard cut with live footage to make it a kind of double whammy on that front.
That's the ones I would have picked. I would have picked Only in My Dreams is one of my favourites for a single, or Survive. I really like Survive because I think that's got a hell of a chorus, to be honest. And Rising Anew, they're the 3 I personally would like as a release single. I think them tracks quite stand out-ish in the album.
Yeah, I think I'd go for Rising Anew for a video. I think that'd be a cracker.
But to be honest, I think I kind of agree with what Andy was alluding to, that any one of the songs, providing you got the concept right for the video, I think you could do something for all of them.
Oh yeah, it's not a song we dislike, is it? Do you know what I mean?
I can even imagine Crunching the Numbers having a video. Whether you have some cuts from sort of stock market type footage. I think too much about these things, as you're probably gathering. But you could imagine, when Crunching the Numbers is actually, you sing in the chorus, you could actually see numbers coming from the sky, pound signs, all that kind of thing, making money, and Chitty grabbing out at it and all that kind of stuff, So, I think we could do even Blood Alliance, the song. I know it's 9 minutes.
That'd be awesome.
It's more of a fucking film than a video, isn't it? But
there's an idea.
Yeah, but
that's the movie.
Why not? Just because people don't do it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. And I think the last one we've got is from Chronopia, aka Alex in Sweden. How you doing, man? It's been a long time since I've seen you, buddy. It's about time we got back to Stockholm and went back to that Italian restaurant. It was bang on, that was. But anyway, Alex's question is, what is the poison of choice for everyone in the band? Nice fitting question to end the Q&A, really.
Is this so that you know what you're buying in the round when we come over? 'Cause, make mine a double single malt. That's the Glaswegian in me. Probably a Glenfiddich or some sort of Isla single malt. Any of them, I don't care. I'm not fussy. Just whiskey.
I'll keep it simple. Bottle of Jägermeister. I'm happy.
Don't mention Jägermeister. Mine is double vodka and lemonade. Yeah, nice that is. Cool. Easy.
Nice and girly.
Yeah. It's either that or a Diet Coke, isn't it?
Or Red Bull. Yeah, Red Bull is my drink as well.
Well, based on the last tour, it will be a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Shameless.
For me, a bottle of Jack Daniels and a bottle of Coke. That'll
Nice.
do me.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Sweet job.
Best
Yeah,
stuff.
I've got a number of drinks I like, you know. With the legendary Cemetery
Cemetery
Gates
Gates,
being
yeah.
one of them. And the extra cold pint of Guinness with then your choice of how many shots of Jaeger you have in it, depending on how long you want to be standing up for that night.
Surprisingly tasty, actually, considering.
Yeah, it sounds like...
You get a nice surprise at the bottom, don't you?
Yeah.
It's,
And you get a nice surprise the next day.
Yeah.
I'm not sure nice is the right
well,
word,
you get
but
two because you get a fucking empty wallet and a hangover.
Oh, that's a winning combination.
Yeah.
yeah, but you know,
You've had a good night there.
failing that, I'm happy with a JD and Coke or a bottle of a reasonable lager.
Yeah, JD and Coke used to be my drink, but we won't go into that why it isn't.
Are you sure? Why not? Let's go into that.
No.
Gav, please elaborate.
That will be the next podcast. We'll just be Gav telling you that story.
Tales from the valleys.
So yeah, thanks for those questions, guys. And as always, we're always happy to hear from you in terms of what you want to know about us, the music, what we get up to outside of the band, and any questions, fire them on the forum, Facebook, whichever you prefer, and we'll tackle another bunch next month in May. Talking of May, UK tour, headline tour. We're going to be out in London at the Purple Turtle in Camden on May the 5th, I think it is.
It is.
Then we'll be off to Derby at the Redemption Club on the 6th, then up to Satan's Hollow in Manchester on the 7th of May, and then back up to Glasgow to round things off at the Classic Grand on Sunday, May the 8th. Yeah, really looking forward to this, first headline shows with the current lineup and all that kind of stuff, and it's really going to be something, I think. 13 or 14 songs. Can't wait, but what do you guys reckon? Looking forward to it?
I'm absolutely psyched for it. It's going to be great to actually get out and do a headline tour and support the Blood Alliance album. There's going to be lots of tracks from it that we're going to get to play live. Really looking forward to seeing the reactions we get to it. Good venues as well. It's going to be a good time, I think. Personally, for me, really looking forward to playing Glasgow. First time I'll have ever played in my hometown. It'll be good to play in front of that home crowd. I think I've been waiting a long time to play that city, to be honest. And obviously for PowerQuest to be back in Scotland, I think you've played it once before.
Yeah, it was back in 2006, wasn't it, on the Halloween tour.
It's been quite a while then.
Yeah, and I've got to say, no word of a lie, that night was one of the best nights I've ever had, playing with the band. The crowd were just unbelievable, the reaction, both when we were playing and when we were talking to people. Rarely have I been pinned to a wall by people wanting to talk to you and get autographs and not being able to get away.
Welcome to Glasgow. At least they were asking for autographs. Usually when you get pinned to a wall in Glasgow, it's for something else.